Ochiko, this one no fit to free ourselves, so we could meet Igbo when they free us. Your stupidity is factory made. The only time the caliphate will feel unsettled is when the Niger Delta say they want to go. Look, you can shout Biafra from here till 50 years. It will not shake anybody. It will not shake anybody. Your stupidity is made in Germany. 40 states. So take the states don't pass the state where Nigeria get. 40. Your prime minister is an Igbo man. Your chief of staff is an Igbo man. Your chief judge is an Igbo man. Everything that was named that day is Igbo. The currency, I've seen the currency. Your currency has pictures of only Igbo people inside. There's the picture of Nnamdi Kanu. There's the picture of Ojukwu. There's picture of Simon Ekpa. Come on. You just like the idea I'm a victim. People hate me. The hatred for Igbo is so much. The only thing that activates his mumu is Biafra. Once you mention that Biafra, he recalls the civil war. Ugochukwu and Nyawo, to live together is not by force. Actually, if you believe so, why do you insist that we from Delta State, Edo State, why do you think we must? You see, whenever you speak, you forget you are using a knife that has a double edge. The argument you make for yourself to live, the same argument I'm making for you. If you think it's not by force to live in Nigeria, why do you think it's by force that I live in Biafra? What makes you think I am incapable of fighting it by myself? You're forming Biafra and lumping people together is never about love for them. You do not love them. You just want to expand. Because you've come to the realization that 5 Eastern State is not enough. If I want to be free, who made you, who employed you to be my freedom? Who told you I don't have my own strategy? Who told you I am incapable of freeing myself? 8 years while Nnamdi Kanu was preaching in Radio Biafra London, all he did was just putting hate and anger. You say the Fulani hate you, but trust me, the only place I see hate really coming from is from you. You guys are damn hypocrites. Who employed you to fight for me or my children? Who employed? Who says I can't fight for myself? Who says I don't have plan for my children? From the way you talk about me and my people, I can see the contempt. When you talk about people of Delta, I can see the way you talk so low about them. If not because of this thing, what is Delta? What's Delta before? I have my identity. So this Biafra thing is all about command and control. That is why you see Supreme Leader, Igbo, Prime Minister, Igbo, Chief Justice, Igbo, everything, Igbo, currency, Igbo. The 4 currencies have been 5. Simon Ekpa's picture is there, Igbo. Nnamdi Kanu's picture is there, Igbo. Ojukwu, Igbo. You can see the audacity and the effrontery that you added the people to become the citizen of a country, and you are telling them, don't talk. Keep quiet. And you call that freedom. The only freedom you should be fighting for is freedom from yourselves. Now let me say something that will even offend you the more. Before the Civil War, forget the man who told you a story. Just pick part of the story that suits him and give to you. Igbos had done this, they do this. This country was in the hand of Igbo before. The military was owned by Igbo. Civil service, Igbo. You forget in this country, the Igbos were given Senate president. Senate president. In those 4 years, You could have written laws that would have changed this country to what you want. In those 4 years, you could have written laws like maybe open Calabar Seaport or Warri Seaport, decongest Lagos Seaport. A member in the House would have said, okay, open an international airport in the east. Or you had all the time to change the country to what you want. But what do? You spend 4 years fighting and bickering amongst yourselves. Today they say no, the Senate president must come from Anambra. No, the Senate president must come from Enugu. No, the Senate president must come from Imo. No. In the process, we had 5 senators, 5 Senate presidents in 4 years. 5 Senate presidents. That should tell you about the psychology of an Igbo man. See, you guys are incapable of politics. Forget it. You don't politics, forget about it. Tell an Igbo man that, oh, this country we will fight. Okay, I think we've marginalized Igbos for too much. Please, Igbo, bring one name that will become president by tomorrow morning. I can assure you that before morning there will be fight. In fact, people self go by. It's more of emotion. Yeah, it's me. If I can't get it, nobody should get it. It is you that chose to live in the past. The war has ended. We have forgotten about it. All their time listening to Radio Biafra London, when somebody was just pumping in their head, they did this to Igbo, they did this to Igbo, they did this to Igbo, they did this to Igbo. You failed to mention what Igbo did. Nobody just wake up and say, hey, today we'll start unaliving Igbos. Hey, you're Igbo, bah, you're Igbo, bah. It's a war, for crying out loud. It's a war. Somebody won and somebody was defeated. Case closed. I've not seen a people that you blame everything and anything except yourself. You hardly blame yourself for anything. You have one of the worst attitude in the whole of this country. Since you understand Nigeria is bad for you, cry alone.